Alright guys, welcome to my tutorial for the Storm Realm. I'm going to use Coverlight for this one, just because it is the best grip in the game, and grip really helps for tracks that you don't know a lot about, or just in general. Grip is a very important aspect of this game. It helps pretty much anyway except for Cosmic and Desert Realms. Now you can Nitrox here, but if you do, you will come down a bit wonky, so I would recommend not doing it just until you're a little more confident. Take this one nice and slow, don't go too fast. Even if you do go fast, you have to slow down for here, because if you catch air, 9 times out of 10 you're going off the edge. So feel free to speed up down here though. You want to go a lot faster. You need some speed for this jump. You won't need Nitrox. If you feel a bit unsafe, feel free to Nitrox. But you should be fine without it. Now this corner is a pretty standard one as well, nothing too special. Lightning spawns in the middle of the track there. As long as you got the racing line, you take the inside, you're fine. You do want to take it relatively slow for that corner too, because that inside section can spit you out. Now, lightning is a big thing here. If you go down the direct center of the track, you will only get struck 2 times. However, if you go here, you should theoretically, as long as you keep this line up, not be struck. Theoretically. Also, if you go slow like I did, see I went a little bit too far left, but from here you can pretty much just take the center again. That was my fault, I drove into it. It's fine. Like, if you're just trying to finish the track, it's fine. If you have been struck by a lightning late there, do put a little bit of Nitrox in so you can actually make that jump. But as long as if you don't get hit by them, then you're fine. Don't worry too much about being struck by lightning, it's not the end of the world. Worry more about not falling off the track. I'm going to drive through here. You might want your game settings turned down or your particles turned down, just so this stuff doesn't mess with your frames. Thankfully my computer doesn't have too much of an issue with it. Okay. Then we're going to speed up for this hill. Now you will need to speed up a lot for this hill. Feel free to Nitrox for this one. It's a wide landing, so it's not too bad if you do come off too fast. Even there, I barely made it with Nitrox. Feel free to go fast on this hill. As long as you're in the center, those 3 lightning bolts will always miss. This corner's not too bad. This one here, you don't want to take too fast, but you're fine. Now you're going to need a little bit of speed for this loop, because it goes straight up and into a vertical. If you come onto this crooked and you're swerving the whole way down, you're going to have a problem. But you should generally be fine. Now you go through here at a decent speed. Don't go faster than you're comfortable with. Just take it nice and easy. Those blue lights are your guide. Those little lightning things, and they'll get you the whole way. This one here, slow down. Don't go too fast. If you go too fast, you'll either fly off the edge or you'll land wonky and then bounce off the edge. There is lightning on the right, then left here, so again, stick to your racing line and that lightning will not be an issue. Now we're getting up to the section that everyone hates, the Thunderdome. I've heard go right, so I'm going to say let's go right. Now you're going to need speed. If you feel like you're not going fast enough by here, once you hit the straight section, Nitrox. Feel free to brake on the way down. Braking on the way down keeps your car stable. Now again, speed up for this one and Nitrox. Ah, see, that was my fault. I didn't slow down. That's alright, we'll just drive back through it. Same thing as we did with Desert. We're going to try and go through it all again. This time I will go a little bit faster just so you can see where I speed up and slow down. Being on the white wall there was a bad idea. Otherwise we are fine. Again, won't need Nitrox here. Try to stick a little more left, it's just wider on the left, and smooth up on the left. And that lightning has got me. Alright, we're going to try the Thunderdome again. I have just cut out the experience of getting here, just because I didn't really talk much. Whoops. Boost until the track gets lighter, and then you want to be on that brake, and then you want to do the same thing here again. fast up the hill, and then nitrox across the flat section, and then stick right a bit and hit them brakes. So you stay on the track. You just don't want to fall off. Theoretically, you can go faster. Now this section, the lightning is damn near random. I've heard nothing as far as advice goes. Just hit it. There's no real way to not hit it. Don't go too fast, otherwise it can spit you off the edge if you have any sort of steering on the car. Not any sort of creep or anything. But in the end you can just fly through for that checkpoint there. Now I think, if I'm not mistaken, that was better than my record. That was actually better than my record, which is quite surprising. But what I will do here now is I will actually try and do the run a lot faster in a different car. Alright, so I will actually keep that full run there just because it was a decent run if I can't do anything better with this. But here I am trying to do a speed run of the track in Metalloid. I have heard Metalloid is very good for this. I personally haven't had a lot of experience with this car, but it has really nice downforce, so I can stick to the road despite the fact that I'm accelerating. It does have trouble off this jump, so you want to stick to the left the best you can, just because it will just swerve right a bit. So that's why I was far to the left, and it's still trying to throw me off the right side of the track. I managed to keep it together. That was just purely luck, really. Oh, tap that lightning, which is just a little unfortunate. But now if you stick to just the left center of the track, you should be fine. And now landing here is fun. This car does have a really good amount of control. Oh. It's just a little too fast for its own good, unfortunately. Some nice speed. I'm gonna do that little bit of a burst just so I can make this jump. Oh, that was still cutting it very close. That should be left, right, left. Oh, right, left, right. Well, that's unfortunate. It does cost me some time, but it's still not the worst. You don't want to get wonky there. That's not too bad. That is not bad at all. Going faster here helps. To make for a good time doesn't help for driving at all. I'm gonna ease up at the top here. Just because even there I still caught air. Not ideal. Alright, now for the Thunderdome. This is the hardest part of the track. Get to the flat and nitrox, and then get on the brake and take it slow coming down just because it's a bit wonky. Get across here, go up as quick as we can. Nitrox across again. It's fine. We are going to hit lightning at least twice, possibly a third time. .337 is quite a nice time for that one. That is the best I've done on that track personally. So 3:37 is quite nice. That does beat my record by almost a minute. We'll see if we can do better than that another time. But Right, let's go through the cars and discuss which cars work well on this track. Now, generally you can find out a lot from the first couple of corners before you actually get into any hard sections. Synchro is, unfortunately, it's just a bit loose. It's coming off that second jump, you'll find that it'll bounce and it'll flip and it'll have a lot of problems there. Baseline chicane is just a better version of synchro, realistically, for most situations, as is baseline. So both these cars are okay on this track. Baseline will have some issues just because it is a bit slidey. Slingshot I haven't had a lot of experience with, but it seems fine. I don't think there's any major issues with it. Reverb is alright for this track. Its high speed can be a problem at times. Power Rage is terrible. Jackhammer, I think, has a lot of trouble with the Thunderdome. It will anyway. If it doesn't have trouble with it, it will have trouble with it. Like, I haven't tested it, I don't have any confirmation, but considering the issues it has on the water realm, I would say it has issues there. Pile Driver is quite good with most tracks, so that one's fine. Powerbomb, unfortunately, it's not as good as some of the other cars. If you're going to use Powerbomb, you may as well be using Pile Driver or Reverb because it's just unstable. Spybus is quite a sturdy car for the track. It's actually not that bad. Definitely worth driving. Nothing too special though. It's fast, but its grip's a little less than what you would want. Roadrunner unfortunately spins out very easy on this track. It's quite easy to lose that back end. Flathead Fury and Spybus are essentially the same car. They handle very similar. Iridium is a lot of speed. Unfortunately, just not enough grip or downforce to make up for the fact that it's going so much faster. You will find yourself quite easily coming off the track on this one because it won't maintain speed, but when it does have too much speed, it's just too hard to slow down. Coverlight is great for the track. Fantastic car for the track. It holds on very well. Technetium mostly holds on very well, but unfortunately does have the same issue as Synchro. It will bounce off into oblivion. Metalloid, well, you just watched how well Metalloid works on the track, so I'd say Metalloid is one of the best cars for this track. It just holds speed very well for some reason. It's brilliant. RDO 1 is also somewhat nice for the track. It has a good speed, holds it very well. You don't really need your Nitrox too much, and it has decent grip. RDO 4, unfortunately, is a little too bouncy. Same as Synchro, just comes off a bit easy. RDO 6 is just a slightly worse RDO 1 for this track. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little faster, but unfortunately, it just doesn't hold that very well. It just doesn't stay on very well. It spins out and bounces quite easy. Sweeper, good luck to you, man. Good luck. The car is a monstrosity, and it's very heavy and has a lot of trouble with the loop, or all the loops. Nightburner, this car's fine. This car's actually quite nice for the track. It's quite sturdy, so it doesn't fall off very easy. Haven't tested this, but I would assume it's a bit too bouncy. It would bounce off the track quite easy. I assume it would be a problem. This one I assume is very similar to Chicane, so it's not too bad. Should be okay. You should be able to complete it relatively well. Hot Tub, good luck to you, buddy. This one is just, realistically, it's just the worst Nightburner. Nothing too special going on. Apparently it has very good grip, so maybe that's enough to keep it going. Tech Light, just as good as Cover Light, so that's fine. And again, I haven't tested nothing on this, but based on the stats we've got here, it should be okay. And that's the Storm Realm, and also a new record for the Storm Realm. Get ready to see that. I'll be using just this video for it, but I'll be submitting that.